Hey traders, welcome back to another daily profit and loss recap video. Today is Tuesday, September 12th. I just finished up trading for the day. I locked in $1,167 with one trade, short selling the stock CGC. And in this video, we're going to break down my thought process behind this trade, as well as my entry points and my exit points, so that hopefully you can take something from my trading and apply it to your own. Alright, so let's get right into it. The reason that CGC was on my radar in the first place is because if we take a look at the daily chart here, we can see that this has had a lot of momentum over the past couple of weeks. It was consolidating for months right around the 40-cent area, and just yesterday it ended up hitting a high of about $1.80, had this massive spike up after trending higher over the past couple of weeks, and as we can see, the RSI, which is the relative strength index down here, was at 89.76. So that is considered severely overbought. Anytime the RSI is over 70, it is technically considered to be overbought. And I don't necessarily use the RSI as an indicator to short sell or to buy on its own, but when a stock is becoming severely overbought like CGC was, it's usually a good time to start looking for some kind of reversal setup to start short selling the stock to then be able to capitalize on the stock pulling back. So that was my plan with CGC. I was looking for ideally a gap down to be shorting into, and my plan was to use Monday's $1.69 close as the risk area, with the goal being to cover in the low ones. However, if we take a look here at the daily chart, we can see that this opened very strong after having a small gap down, quickly pushed up above the previous day's high of day, and we can see we get this big rejection candle here from the 190s. On the daily chart down here, that's going to look like what we have here. Pushes briefly above that previous day's high, gets rejected straight back down, and I started to short sell then right in the 170s as it was coming back down. I knew that if it was going to push back up over the high of day, I had a very clear level of risk and I was going to stop out in the 190s. But I also knew that with the RSI being so overbought, and now that we have this false breakout over the previous day's high, this was a really good setup to get a decent sized pullback. So I started to add some more shares into this short trade once it started to break down underneath the VWAP. And then I locked in a portion of my profits as it pulled back into the 140s. We can see all throughout the pre-market session and then again at the market open, the 140 area was a solid level of support. So I took some partial profits in that area, and we can see it has this pretty weak bounce, wasn't even able to get quite back up to the VWAP. Starts to sell back off to the downside, and I lock in the rest of my profits just under 140. So again, on that trade, I ended up with $1,167 in profits. All of the details of this trade were alerted to the Market Master group in real time, so I'm hoping that some of the team was able to capitalize on this trade as well. But with all of that being said, the lesson from this trade is to simply take what the market gives you. Today we had quite a few stocks that were gapping up in pre-market, but none of them had any follow-through once the market opened. There was never any clean opening range breakout setups. So even though that's the trade setup that I'm usually looking for at the market open, I realized pretty quickly that I had to revert back to the trade plans for CGC just because the market was looking weak and the market was not giving any opportunities to buy into those breakouts. One of those, for example, was LYRA. LYRA was gapping up this morning in pre-market, and I was watching the tape, which is the level 2 in the time and sales into the market open, and from about 8:30 all the way to 9:30 when the market did open, the tape was looking relatively strong. There was quite a bit of buying in the $4.90 to $5 range, so this was at the top of my watch list for a gap and go. However, that quickly turned into weakness at the market open. It hits a high of $5.25. That becomes our opening range breakout level. And we can see, of course, this never was able to push above that breakout level. So what I was looking for then would be for it to either form some higher lows or to maybe reclaim this $5 level, since that was a previous support area. But as we can see, it has not yet been able to do so. So I ended up avoiding this trade altogether, and again, took what the market gave me with the CGC trade. All right, but anyway, that was my one trade and my main focus for the day. Hopefully you found some value in this video from me recapping this trade, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to hear about these stocks that I'm trading in real time, as well as work with our team of traders, get access to our day trade and swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live custom scanner streams, and so on and so forth, all of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. But anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.